So, yep, Smash Brothers Brawl. We're doing Subspace Emissary yet again, and it's going to be... I don't know how much more stream there is left of this game, but we're probably at the end of it, and I do plan on doing some of the Snake Easter eggs. Well, maybe not all of them, but some of the voice clips with Snake are so good, I can't not do them. Vinny, did you read the manual for health and safety information? I like to read the health and safety information every time I start the game. I just want to be safe. You could probably finish it tonight. Well, keep in mind, my sleep schedule is shifted a bit, and I'm like super tired. So I might be too much of a mess to do this properly. Excuse me. Where's Meta Fellow? Meta Friend is not here, sadly. Oh, here he is. No. Ike Yacht is the only one I don't have. Desert in chat says Smash 4 was honestly fucking great. I just hate setting it up with my Wii U to play it. You know, I feel the exact same way, Desert. I have, I wouldn't mind returning to Smash 4 at some point. But now that I know new Smash is coming out eventually, it's like, well, I don't need to, and I really would prefer not to have to set up my goddamn Wii U. And it's really not that much work. I mean, it wouldn't take that long. It's just... The problem is, like, I got all my other shit set up in place of the Wii U now. Like, the Wii U is off-sitting in a place that would make it difficult for me to access. But me and Imakuni were talking about this today, actually, about, like, what we would want from Smash next. Which might be... Whoa, oh, that's good. How about none of that? And basically the idea of more option. Like, so this game would have been better if there was an option in the menu to turn off tripping. So, you know how in Darkest Dungeon when they implemented corpses? They implemented corpses that you would have to kill, or they would just take up a spot. But you could also go into the menu and turn them off. So, what if in Smash 4.5 or Smash 5 or whatever we're calling it, I'm gonna call it Smash 5, there was a way that you could turn off edge guarding and turn it back on if you want it. Like, just stuff like that. Little, you know, gameplay things that could really, help out for more competitive stuff. Stop that. No, stop that. Fuck off. Fuck off, Lucas. Grown man assaults toddler today. What's wrong with edge guarding? No. Edge guarding is cool. Like, I like edge guarding. They got rid of it in Smash 4, and it's a bit controversial, so why not have an option to, you know, have it on or off, depending on your preferences. He's 13, you cock. Sorry, not a toddler, he's 13. And apparently I'm a chicken. Listen, I'm braver than you think I am. Tripping is the best mechanic. You know what would be great if there was an option for trip percentage. Like, you can turn on, like, you know, 10% chance of trip, 100% chance of trip, or maybe just a 1% chance.
I'm the toddler.
You know what's funny about the toddler, dude? So, if you guys were here at the stream last summer, there was a guy who did a song called The Toddler, and it became a bit of a meme here on the stream. And the dude was just, like, strange. He opened for the band Pond, which was one of my favorite shows I saw last year. And anyway, the point is, the guy's name was Kieran J. Callanan. And he was actually really good at winning the audience over. He was a good entertainer, he had some good songs. But the dude was a little strange, and he did a song about a toddler. Alright. Anthony Fantano did a top 10 singles of the year, and his #2 single was a Kieran J. Callanan song. And he was like, I love Kieran J. Callanan, he's amazing, he's great, you know, I love his music so much. And I was like, that's the toddler guy! It's like, what the fuck? Fantano, what are you doing? You listen to this guy? And then I actually ended up listening to some more of his tunes.
Continue.
I'm not good with these characters, except Pit, to be totally honest. You know, I have to suck for a little while before I get decent at the game again. As well. You remember the last time I streamed this, I died in the first... All 4 characters fell down the same pit. That was good. Do you think Shovel Knight would make a good fighter? Fighter speculation is so easy, and everyone goes for the most outlandish ones. I joke about wanting Chrono, but I actually want Chrono. I think Shovel Knight would be a good fit for this game, and I think if you're gonna do any indie representation, Shovel Knight is probably one of the biggest indie games of the past 5-10 years, right? So, yeah, I'd say Shovel Knight would probably be good. There's already an amiibo. I don't think Shovel Knight is the most interesting character in the world. It's just a dude in armor with a shovel. But there's enough moves in his game that I think you can easily find some... you can easily find some cool things to do. If there was another Final Fantasy character, who do you think it would be? Who do I think it would be? Probably the newest Final Fantasy characters. I don't know their names. Noctis, I believe, is the newest one. Maybe to promote, you know, that game. I would prefer Vivi from Final Fantasy IX, but that game is not popular enough to warrant that. I would say Terra from 6, but I don't think that 6 had... 6... One of the things about 6 that's amazing is that it didn't really have a single main character. There were like, you know, 8 or 9 really developed lead characters that you could choose between. Like, Terra's a great character, but she's not really the most... You know, there's other important characters as well, is what I'm trying to say. So I believe that Terra would not make a good choice. Because it's not like Cloud is the face of Final Fantasy VII, that works. I don't think Terra would work as much, because as much as 6 and Nintendo go well together, and it's one of the best games ever made, in my opinion, I just can't see that happening. Vivi's not popular enough, because 9's not popular enough, sadly. Even though the Black Mage design is very popular and recognizable. In the Dissidia games, it's always Terra. Yeah, no, that would be... I would love Terra. I'm like... very... I would be happy to have Terra as a part of the series, absolutely. But I just don't know if it would be the most viable. representation of the series. Sabin or Sabin, yeah, that would be cool because then you could suplex. Wow, I'm really good at stepping on my own mines as Snake. I wish I was a pro with Snake, I really do. Oh, that would be great. I saw at PAX there was a, like they're doing a, believe it or not, I say believe it or not, but you know damn well, everyone has to have a card game now, but they're doing a Final Fantasy card game. So they were like promoting that shit hard, and they had some banners at the top of their booth. And it was, I think, Lightning, it was Cloud, and Squall was up there too. I was like, oh shit, I'm at a PAX and Squall is on a giant banner. I was like, that's kinda cool. I kind of like Squall. I don't know. I've always had a soft spot for Squall, even though he is just whatever. But yeah, I don't really care about the card game. Everyone's got to have a card game. I also think Squall has a cool outfit. I know I'm gonna get shit for saying that, and I'm gonna probably regret saying that, but I think, as a character, I enjoyed Squall as a follow-up to Cloud. I'm glad that Zidane was not Cloud and Squall 2.0, or, you know, new depressed lead character. Like, thank God they got off of that shit. Yeah, his tiny jacket is probably not all that cool, I would say. Well, listen, we've talked about Final Fantasy VIII plenty, and I think last time I streamed it, like 5 years ago or so, I determined that it was in fact a flawed but enjoyable RPG that I think doesn't hold up as well because of the draw system, but still ends up being really, really, really cool in a lot of other aspects. Music, cutscenes, some of the character interactions are good, some of the story elements are great. It's just not as memorable as 9 for me. I think 9 is my favorite. And Laguna was just, music, the story stuff with Laguna, it was all really, really great. So when I saw Squall today, or not yet today, yesterday, on the banner, I was like, oh yeah. It's been a while since I saw that dude. But I have no idea what the card game is like. Never really played Meta Knight. Was really hoping to figure out why this character is so good. Good. I know why he's good. I've heard the story plenty. Like, I know what moves he has that are, like, amazing. But I don't know how to use him. Vinny, you like any post Final Fantasy IX games? I'm not crazy. I'll be honest with you. I haven't really liked the Enix part of Square. I don't know. I was a big Square fan. Maybe RPGs lost me. Maybe they lost me as a company. I liked Final Fantasy X a bit. Like, I liked it. Don't get me wrong, but it didn't win me over like 9 did, and the rest of them. I have not been interested in their MMOs. 12 is a game I have not played, but I think I would like 12. I really want to check out 12 at some point before I die. So expect that in the next 30, 40 years if we're lucky. But, in reality though... Yeah, I don't know. I guess the series didn't really do anything. I liked Crystal Chronicles a bit. Never finished it, but I liked it. Someone said 14 is fun. I believe you. I know a lot of people who are into Final Fantasy 14. I believe that it is fun and good. I don't like MMOs. I am done with MMOs. World of Warcraft ruined MMOs for me. And I don't want to play any more of them. Alright, let's see if I can do this without getting hit a single time. Okay. Well, I had one single time, that's nice. I'm good.
Continue.
What? How did you get rid of that damage? Okay, Princess Sparkle Ike over here, or sorry, Marth wants to hurt me. But I have grenades and mortars. Anyway, would you ever do a Warcraft 3 or StarCraft 2 playthrough? I'd be more likely to do Warcraft 3 playthrough. Yes. But not... I would also be more likely to do Warcraft 3 custom games. But I know RTS games are kind of niche these days, and not a lot of people would want to watch an RTS campaign. Vinny, are you gonna do a WoW Vanilla stream? I'm not entirely sure I'm even gonna play WoW Vanilla. Like, I thought about it, and then I thought about it some more, and I was like, oh. Like, so I'm at PAX, and you know, the Blizzard booth is obviously massive, and they're showing the, newest expansion for Warcraft, World of Warcraft, and it's a bit classic looking. Like, they kind of got some of the imagery from Warcraft 2, like some of the classic banners, and it's like very... almost feels a little back to basics, and so they're going for the nostalgia. And I'm like, oh right, I used to love Warcraft. But now there's like 8 expansions to an MMO that I don't want to play ever, and I'm never gonna catch up on the story. So this series, I used to love this series, but my love of the series does not supersede my disdain for MMOs. So I'll never know what the fuck is happening in Azeroth. I don't care enough to find out. And it's like, can you guys like continue making new games? Like there was no Diablo presence, you know. Like I know they're doing Hearthstone, they're doing, you know, Overwatch, fine, great. Like I don't know, I kind of miss when there weren't like 8 or 9 expansions for one game. Like it just made me sad. I was like, oh right, Blizzard, yeah. I had like a warm feeling for a second, and then that was all gone. I mean, they did a good job with StarCraft 2. I really enjoyed StarCraft 2, and I played a lot of it. Diablo 3 not so much. I played a lot of it, but it wasn't as satisfying. You know that banana throw was actually supposed to be a side B, but instead I'm throwing fucking bananas. What in God's good name are you doing, Diddy? Playing this game again is just like kind of getting me more excited for new Smash, because I'm starting to like get back into like the little details of what makes these games so addictive. Someone in chat is trying to be like super controversial and said, MMOs ruined all games, prove me wrong. Alright, now I know he's joking, but I will say this. I played RuneScape a little bit. And I'm ashamed. No, no, really, let me think about this for a minute. Let me collect my thoughts. I played World of Warcraft, and I was really excited for the genre. You know, I thought that MMOs were gonna be the future of gaming for me, because they just seemed so... like, so great. Like, I played a bit of RuneScape, I played Shadowbane. Does anyone remember Shadowbane? That was one of the first MMOs with, like, building, where you could build your own, like, town, or houses, and shit like that. And, I didn't play too much of it, but I was like, this is amazing. I didn't play... EverQuest or anything like that, but I did play World of Warcraft, like, right before it came out. Like, I played the beta, I think. And, I remember playing with friends, and I loved it. There is nothing that will match the experience of all of us meeting up, because we were all, like, different races, like, in the Alliance. Yes, we were Alliance scum. I rolled Horde later, so, you know, eat a dick. But there's almost nothing that matched playing that game for the very, very first time and discovering what it was all about. And it's like, oh, this is how you make this genre. This is how you make this genre, like, work. And we all met up in, I think it was Darkwood, which is the first place you get to after Night Elf Land. What was the name of that place? It was like a shore, Dark Shore is a shore? It just seemed endless. It seemed like there was so much to explore. And that's what I liked about the exploration. I liked hanging out with my friends, doing Dark Shore. I liked doing poorly in college because I knew at night we could go and play World of Warcraft for like 3-4 hours. And I was like 19, 20. I was like the perfect age for World of Warcraft, and I was really excited about it. And for the first like month or two, that's what we did, and it was all about the discovery. And Riverwood, and like Red something, I don't remember the name of it, like, you know, all the way up to like level 50. What was it? Red Riverwood? There's no Riverwood. Red Ridge? I guess there is no Riverwood. I don't know. I don't remember. Listen, it's been that long. But it was really great to check out these places and really just kind of live in the world a little bit. But then my friends over-leveled me because I didn't play as much as they did. And suddenly they're 10 levels ahead of me and I can't quest with them. And for them it was all about, like, grinding. And I thought I had to do that too. So I played more, and then I started, like, trying to do more grinding and getting... You know, I got to, like, level 45 and it just wasn't fun anymore. And I quit. I mean, no, it's fine. They wanted to out-level me. They want to play more than me. Great. But the game suddenly lost its appeal. And, like, people started running the same instances over and over and over again. So, I quit the game for a while, and then I came back to it eventually. And a couple of my other friends played it, so when I got to 60, you know, we were all on the same page, more or less, so we could enjoy it. But when I say enjoy it, it was just like ganking, you know, being a dick to like the Horde, and then running the same Skolomance instance over and over and over again until everybody got what they needed. And then me, like, not going out, me not really particularly enjoying the game, but still playing it because I felt like I needed to keep up. Because I felt like if I didn't keep up, then my friends would have fun without me. But I wasn't enjoying it. So I stopped again, and then I came back sometime after that, and I became a guild leader, if you can believe that shit. And then it was cool a little bit. We did some raids. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was never that invested. And people ended up leaving the guild because they wanted to do, like, the real, like, huge raids. And I, again, lost interest. So I played the game, I quit my account and renewed it 3 separate times. And by the end of the last time, it was Burning Crusade. That was the last expansion I played, Burning Crusade. And it was cool to, like, kind of explore the world again. And I know that's what the expansions are for. But it wasn't the same. And it was still about getting the highest gear as quick as possible so you can go on the highest raids as efficiently and as quickly and as often as possible. Head back to the left, okay. Missed the door, okay. So, that was the end of MMOs for me, and I have not played an MMO since then. I've played, like, you know, I played a little bit of other things that weren't quite as demanding, but, I just said, you know what, unless something really uniquely amazing happens to this genre, and it's not just people with exclamation marks above their heads and bore asses, I think I'm good. And also, too, like, the combat being what it is, it's just you click buttons until the thing happens, and then when it happens, you wait, and then you do it again. And, it's not as fun to me as, like, you know, a Bloodborne type thing, or Breath of the Wild. So maybe if an MMO came around that was like that, that was really, really well done, I would give it a shot again. I think it would need, like, a world that can be modified, like that game Worm Online, so that the sense of exploration and discovery is always infinite. Like, picture Second Life without the Robertson vaginas and giant animal cocks everywhere. And maybe something, you know, more serious, where people can build their own... People can build their own stuff on top of the stuff that's already there. Or like, you know, just this endless exploration kind of thing with really, really good combat. Something engaging like that I might be interested in. So, yeah, I'm not an MMO guy. I am not an MMO person, but I'd be open to the idea of something, but it's really got to change shit around for me. And I don't mean to come across as an elitist. Like whatever the fuck you want. Play whatever the fuck you want. I've always told you, don't let my opinions, you know, influence you, and if they upset you, then... Well, I think there's a whole lot of other shit that should upset you more than an opinion from some dumbass on Twitch. But, whatever, man, you know. That was my experience with it, and that's why I won't go back to it, and that's why I don't care. And so, that takes me back to PAX. So when I see the Blizzard booth, and I think about all the memories I had from, like, Diablo and Diablo 2 specifically, and StarCraft and Warcraft 3, and Frozen Throne, and I think to where we're at now. And while Overwatch was fun for me for a little while, there's also something about it that does not appeal to me as much. Like, I probably have like a total of like 5 to 7 hours in Overwatch, and that was good enough. Like, I see why people like it. Just go back to WoW, Vin. You're obviously still interested, sad face. Nope. No, I believe that's incorrect. Let me hang on a minute. Let me search my feelings. Let me see. I'm in my body. I'm in my mind. Only I really could know what's going on in there. Nope, not interested. I want to be, but I want to get a story from a game that I can play, like, single player, that has a... I want to be interested, I want to get that story from a game with a nice single player. Or like a new game, or like a... It doesn't even have to be real-time strategy, whatever. I just miss Blizzard. I just miss them. I mean, then you have Rockstar taking 5 years to make another game. You know, and Valve doesn't make games anymore. It's like, come on. Konami's pretty much destroyed Castlevania. Metal Gear is now pachinko. You know, if Goemon comes back, as Imakuni and I were talking about, like, there's a fear that that might be pachinko. I don't know what the hell Square's doing, but it doesn't appeal to me. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's not really happening at the moment. Which is nice that a game like Bayonetta 3's coming out, and, like, I've really enjoyed a game like Bloodborne. Nintendo stuff is still good. You know, it's not that there isn't good stuff out there. There's so many fucking great games, and last year and this year so far have been, like, really good for gaming, and I've loved playing through so many games. It's just a lot of the stuff that I grew up with is just not happening at the moment, or it's happening for a very select few, or it's, like, board, like Committee, the Money Machine. And I'm not one for dwelling in the past, too. Like, I really don't think... I don't buy that whole everything used to be better thing. That's not true. You gotta look for the stuff that's good, and there's plenty of it. And it depends on what you like, too. I'm just as happy with the stuff that I've been playing, but you know, I miss some of the franchises. That's all. things were less bad back then. Yeah, I need a little bit more specifics than that, because I had this discussion not too long ago. What do you mean, things? Which things? All things? What are your primary interests? In what... There's definitely like a culture of like fast, like really like, you know, like in your face, quick entertainment that has to be like disposable and consumed quickly. And I think attention spans have lessened, so a lot of stuff is designed like that. But I also do think that there's a lot of good stuff that's around at the moment. That sounded like a joke comment. No, but you're not. That's the thing. People do actually have that thought where everything used to be better, the good old days, and it's like, well, I happen to think that that's fine to think to some extent, but that's also a broad generalization. Like, okay, example, my favorite music comes from the early 90s and the 60s and 70s, right? I wouldn't sit here and be like, lay wrong generation, because A, we have access to music, everything, almost everything ever recorded at our fingertips, with a variety of different services, on our phones anytime we want them, any moment, for free, generally. And it's all there. All the 60s, 70s, all the best stuff, every genre you could imagine is available to you. And there's still, if you like rock, there's still good new rock happening. It's there, you just have to kind of look for it. It's just not the cultural zeitgeist at the moment. What's that? You like movies from the 80s? Guess what? Me too. You can watch them on demand on a streaming service in better quality at home on your couch. And there's still good new movies. Blade Runner 2049 was fucking excellent. So, yeah, there's great stuff from different generations. Great games, too, but... I don't know, I can't really say that I can't really say that we're any worse off in terms of, like, media and hobbies than we've ever been. And I find that to be a bit narrow-minded, just to say that's a thing. And I already have had plenty of people say that that was the case. So, what do you think about current popular music? I hate it. I'll be honest with you, I don't like it. But that's not gonna make me sit here and be like, oh, I wish I was born in the 40s so I could be around in the 60s and 70s. Yeah, it would have been nice to see the Doors live, but it's also nice to have a god machine in my pocket that allows me to contact anyone whenever, navigate around a brand new fresh city, you know, great air conditioning, great TVs, video games. However, I do miss Blizzard. That's my point, and I hope you, I hope one day they make a Warcraft game that isn't an MMO. So, that it all wraps around. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Thank you, yes. Well, one day I'll figure out how to play as Meta Knight. Well, one day I'll get it. I'm getting the old slippery weed here, you see this? I'm just, you know, I'm really interested to learn this character. I really want to get it right. Never mind. I was about to be pissed at Luigi for dying so easily. Like, come on, Luigi, what are you doing? Wow! Wow! But yeah. There is a weird... There's still a weird disconnect that I have with Brawl. Oh, that's not a secret area. But half of that disconnect is just how the pace of Brawl is a little different, and the other half is the input delay that is, according to some, non-existent. Could it possibly be that aliens are affecting the input delay of Smash Brothers? And I say the answer is yes. And that's why you gotta get styled on by Luigi in Smash Brothers. This guy sucked into his vacuum so many ghosts that by the end of the night, he was pale. He was like a lampshade. He was totally sucked. And this guy came from the sky. It's amazing how people that weren't here before to hear my rant about the ancient aliens immediately know what that voice is. Like, not very many people, but a couple. When you hear Guy or Sky, you know what it is. It's fucking Childress. That was like, that dude was actually kind of a bit of an in-joke for a while. No, that's not the hair guy. The hair guy is Giorgio Tsoukalos. Souk. Oh, so I have some, I guess, good news. Not for anyone else but me, but I figured I'd share it. So, the morning before my cell phone borked, while I was at the hotel in Boston, I'm a little hungover. You know, this was the night after the Twitch party, and that was the night I probably imbibed the most. This isn't the right way, is it? You want top right. Yeah, I figured. So, you know, the Twitch party was cool. Again, played arcade games. I won a hand boiler. Google it. I'm not gonna explain it. It's weird. And I won some, like, you know, some candy. It was good. It was good. Won some shitty arcade games. Great. Okay. Games of chance. And so I wake up at like 11, maybe 10:30, which is really early for me, for someone whose sleep schedule is so late. And it's convention time for me. You know, convention time, Vinny wakes up earlier. But I still don't need to get to the convention center earlier than like 1 PM. I really don't, because, well, like, I don't have anything to do. Like, I'm good enough with 5 hours of convention as opposed to the whole day. I don't do panels. I'm not waiting in line for swag. You know, I'm just having a good time. Honestly, the people are what make it fun. Like, the sites are cool, but meeting people is more fun for me. Anyway. Okay, I'm going all over the place. My mind is all over the place. So I wake up, it's a text message from Ticketmaster at like 10:30. And they say that Radiohead tickets are available. Because I signed up for a phone notification. And I told you I've been really upset because scalpers, like, sucked up the Radiohead tickets. And they totally ruined my chances of getting them for less than 400, 500 bucks. So, I'm now, like, my head hurts, my eyes are red, I can't see what's happening, but this text message wakes me up, and I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, okay, I gotta take a look at this. So, I'm like going through these menus, barely able to understand what I'm reading on Ticketmaster. I have to create it, like, I have to sign in, I have to put my info in. I don't know what happened. Oh, Franklin badge. Apparently Captain Falcon had the Franklin badge on. So, there's 3 tickets available, 3 tickets left, and they weren't great seats. Like, these are like pretty high up in the rafters kind of seats. But it was only 100 bucks. Now, I say only 100 bucks, but for Radiohead? That's insane, because people scalp the fuck out of those tickets, and they're, like, a really popular band anyway. They're doing, like, 3 or 4 days at Madison Square Garden. I was considering getting a ticket for 250 bucks when it was offered to me. I haven't seen them in 10 years, and I haven't seen them ever just alone. Like, I saw them in a festival, so I really wanted to see them. And so, I got the tickets. Ticketmaster actually fucking came through. So, fucking for me, you know, praise Jesus. I made a kind of a vow that, like, yeah, I don't spend my money on a lot of stupid shit, but I want to see, like, you know, some concerts, because missing Soundgarden was the stupidest thing ever. I was like, oh, I can see Soundgarden eventually. I'll see them next time. I'll see them next time. I'll see them next time. Someone in chat says, Vinny, why haven't you seen them in 10 years? I saw them at All Points West after In Rainbows came out, which was like an open-air festival in Liberty State Park, which is in Jersey, right across from the Statue of Liberty, which was a great venue. But I haven't seen them because I haven't felt the need. Like, I didn't care for King of Limbs that much. And, I like to see a band once per album. Like, I don't need to see them do the same album twice. Pikmin is Kirby, confirmed. That's right. And also, to be honest, the last couple times they came around, it was a similar bullshit with the ticket prices, where scalpers would scoop them up. You'd have to wake up at like 7 in the morning to get your goddamn tickets. You know, it was just too expensive. So Radiohead was always kind of one of those elusive, like, oh fuck, I'm not paying for that kind of bands. Look at my power level and my skill. Look at the secret technique. Do you remember the final boss for Subspace? Nope. Here's a question I have for you, chat. Where the fuck is it? The small room in the center of the map. Oh! That looks like just a portal. Okay, I see. You have to be in a specific spot to go into it. Okay, so it's one of the dudes from Blue Man Group. Got it.
What? Uh-oh!
I guess I kinda have to be Sonic, at least for a little bit, right?
You're too scum.
Hang on a second. Before I begin... Aphex, if you know who that is, tweeted at me. We ran into each other... at the elevator. In an elevator while I was drunk. Okay, that's all. Yeah, and I said, "What's your name, little boy?" I don't know what's wrong with me. I was... Yeah. Alright, that's all. Just wanted to say that. Thanks. Cause yeah, like, I was like... all, like, fucked up from the con, and it was like, I felt like Santa Claus, so I started asking people what they wanted for Christmas. After a while, like, while I was signing. So I've been, yeah, I started saying that. I don't know. And then he was like, well, you know me, we met. I was like, oh yes! Yes, sorry about that. Oh, the winged beast, what is that? This ain't no master hand. Huh. Well, this is a shit show. Okay, that's a game over. Come on, Link. You can do it, Link. Never mind. Never mind.
Continue.
I would like to apologize to the experts that watch the stream. I know what it looks like to you. You may be thinking to yourself, well, how could this guy not be an expert? But there is a simple answer. I suck at video games. The other answer is, of course, there's multiple answers. It's I don't play a lot of Smash. Ah, I like the way you thrust! Damn it! Really wanted to retain Pit for as long as possible. Well, that was a good run with Snake for a couple minutes there. I like this guitar riff. That is so fucking... What do you do there? Do you just shield it? Oh, okay, you gotta roll. It looks like it happens a couple times. Because I tried the roll, I didn't get the timing right. Oh, I see the Meta Knight abuse. I see what Meta Knight is capable of. I see the abuse. I've unlocked the skill. The secret technique has been discovered. Wow. I'd like to take a moment to, remember Ike. Rest in peace, Ike. Alright, yep, there's this... Kinda like the literal translation better. I can speak. Omnibus. This is the cursed item I got, by the way. It's a pillow. Rami gave that to me. Some dude named Rami from the stream. Thank you, Rami. I love it. Oh, here's another cursed image that someone sent me. I don't really know why I'm showing this to you, but... yeah, it's a way to celebrate. You know, me not saving Ike in this game means that, that he will not be around next time. Vinny, you are ruining the stream. Well, feel free not to watch. I don't know, I think this is pretty good content. I make good content. Oh, yeah, so what did I think of Subspace Emissary? No one asked me, but I liked it a lot, I will say. I thought it was, it dragged a little bit at the end, but the cutscenes were great. Some of the bosses were really cool. It was a really well done single player for a game that didn't seem like it would ever have a single player on this level. Like, Melee had some of the seeds of what this would be, and it was good, but this was really great. If it's not the best thing ever, it's kind of not, but it is a lot of fun, and I enjoyed it heavily. And it is the best part of Smash 3. Brawl. No one calls it Smash 3. Oh, there's a lot of good things in this. Brawl had cool stuff. Music, good characters. I know it's like the forgotten Smash, like, or... if it's not already, it will be. But it's cool. It has its own merit. And this is proof enough, Subspace is proof enough that it's worth revisiting, even if only for a couple of streams. I think it's still worth coming back and looking at it and being like, thank you, Sakurai, for the amount of work you put in. Thank you for literally destroying your bones, your family, your children, I guess. Thank you for destroying everything that you've loved and hold dear so that you could bring this game to us. Mr. Sakurai, you are appreciated. Thank you for grinding up beavers and putting it into the wires so that we may have this wonderful creation. And of course we can't forget Mr. Iwata. You never can forget Mr. Iwata. Absolute legend.
Free for all. Snake. Snake. Wario.
Get the secret characters. Oh no.
One. Go.
Wait, did I do level 9? Wait, how do you do this again? I don't remember how to do the call. Do it in training? Okay. Alright, well I got 2 minutes. Let me kill the Dario. Okay. I feel much better about myself now.
No contest.
It's up, down, up on D-pad repeatedly. Okay, thanks. Also, this, UI, these menu screens are a lot more easy to understand than the ones in Smash 4. I hope they fix that. I did not like the way Smash 4's UI was set up. Okay, so, training.
Training. Snake.
Only down on the D-pad, you just lightly tap it. Just press spam it. Oh, there it is.
Otacon, who's the guy with the sword?
That's Link. He's the hero of Hyrule. That blade in his hand is called the Master Sword.
This music is it's too goddamn loud. This is good shit. I want to hear it.
Training. Snake. Link.
We good.
Ready, go!
Lightly tap down on the D-pad still just puts me in the box.
Otacon, who's the guy with the sword?
That's Link. He's the hero of
I like
Hyrule.
that it's still too loud.
That
A little
blade
bit.
in his hand is called the Master Sword, also known as the Blade of Evil's Bane. He also has a whole arsenal of items at his disposal. Bombs and arrows, a shield, a boomerang, and a claw shot. He's a force to be reckoned with.
Gear is only useful when it's used at the right time and place. Just lugging a ton of it around doesn't do you any good.
I wouldn't be talking if I were you, Snake.
What's that supposed to mean?
You tell me, Mr. Utility Belt.
God, I miss this shit. It's only 10 years and this is already a relic. It's like, what? How'd that happen? Let me lower it one more time. I did not realize it would still end up being like that. These are great though. These are fucking awesome. And I want to check them out. I don't think I'm gonna do all of them because I am really fucking tired after an extraordinarily long weekend. So, you know, they're on YouTube. You can Google it. You can check them out on YouTube in full. I would recommend it. They're all really good. But I'm gonna do, of course, Wario. We're gonna do some of the ones that I'm pretty interested in.
Training.
So let's do Snake, and let's do. We're gonna do Mayro. Oh fuck! It's only on Shadow Moses, right?
Ready, go!
The chat demands them all. Does the chat demand my blood as well? Because I'm selling it. Actually, I have little vials of blood. 15 bucks a pop. You want it?
Ready, go!
They heal wounds.
Snake, you know who that is?
You're kidding, right? It's Mario.
Mario made his first appearance in 1981, and since then, he's become a worldwide phenomenon. There's probably not a single person who doesn't know Mario. He's that famous.
Good thing I survived long enough to meet him on the field of battle, huh?
This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance, Snake. Now get out there and show him what you're made of. No regrets.
Got it.
No regrets, please.
Donkey Kong.
Yes, this is when Snake's
Ready, go!
David Hayter's Snake voice was a little yeah. Colonel sounds good though. Otacon sounds good. You know what? David Hayter sounds good too. This is still pretty close to classic Snake.
Otacon, there's a gorilla wearing a tie here. He's huge.
That's Donkey Kong. As you can tell, he's got strength to spare. He may be king of the jungle, but he lives in a house just like you or me. And he seems pretty smart. Well, for an ape anyway. The Donkey Kong who fought that epic battle with Mario was this guy's grandfather.
That was a long time ago. What about this Donkey Kong? Does he get along with Mario?
Nope, they're still at it. Seems like they're always competing in something. Kart racing, sports, you name it.
Chip on the old block.
Wario is a necessity.
Wario. Ready, go!
This guy kind of gives me the creeps.
That's Wario, Snake. Wario first appeared as Mario's rival, but he really made his name in the WarioWare games. Watch out for Wario's bite. It's not just damage you take from it.
What do you mean, Colonel?
Wario loves garlic. He eats whole cloves of it day and night. So try not to get caught in his mouth. Once that smell gets on you, it'll stick to you for quite a while.
That's a scary thought.
He also attacks by farting. He can fart to fly around, too.
By farting. Are you kidding me?
Sadly, no, I am not kidding. If his belly starts to bulge, watch out.
Like, okay, David Hayter definitely has a good time delivering that, right? Like, David Hayter knows what's up. He's probably played games that we've all played. But Paul Eating, or Eiding, I'm not sure how you say it, the guy who does Colonel, how the fuck do you think he reacted when he gets this gig and they're like, yeah, can you deliver these lines, please? Like, totally straight? Just don't laugh. By farting.
Ready?
He eats whole cloves of garlic, Snake.
Otacon, there's a kid with wings out here. Is he a mutant, or is he just into costumes?
Like an X-Men reference? Oh, alright, because David Hayter wrote X-Men.
He's the captain of Palutena's
He did the
army.
movies. Two of them.
Angels, give me a break.
I don't know. Maybe he's from a different species. But those wings on his back and those mysterious weapons he has are the real deal. He may look young, but he's a veteran warrior. Watch yourself. He used to be a weakling, but countless trials over the years have toughened him up.
And by trials, you mean game overs.
Yeah. You should know all about that.
I believe it was X1 and X2 that he wrote. That David Hayter wrote. Can you do it again? Because apparently if you, like, walk off and die...
Luigi.
That's good. Only once, okay. Otacon likes to throw shade, yeah.
Ready? Go!
Not as much as his ancestor. I'm tapping the button lightly. Holy shit. Holy fuck. Mashing it actually works. It's just random.
That guy with the mustache.
Ah, you mean the king of second bananas?
Hey, that's Luigi. Show him a little respect.
Look at that pale skin. He's been living in his brother's shadow for too long.
That's a low blow, Colonel.
Ah, face it, Snake. Once a kid brother, always a kid brother.
Colonel, what's gotten into you?
La-loo-lay-lo.
Colonel, snap out of it. Colonel!
Snake, you copy? Snake! Snake!
Meanwhile, Snake was just about to do the same exact fucking thing. Oh yeah, they probably had a lot of fun with this one.
Samus.
Falco or Kirby? Okay. Okay, I'm just mashing. Yep, mashing works, because it's random, you don't, you know, whenever you press it.
Hey, Otacon. I got a woman here in a power suit.
Huh? How did you know she was a woman? Yeah. That'd be Samus Aran, the most renowned bounty hunter in the galaxy. Her arm cannon packs quite a wallop. If you get hit with a charged shot from that thing, you can kiss your butt goodbye.
Sounds like my kind of woman.
Yeah, well, just don't get too close, Snake. Samus is deadly. After space pirates killed her parents, she was raised by the Chozo and trained in the fighting arts. She's been places and seen things that people like you and me can't even begin to imagine.
But underneath that cold metal exterior beats the heart of a woman.
As Snake proceeds to crawl around like a creep. Creeping through the night. How does one activate Zero Suit Samus anyway? Like from the menu, is there a way to do that? Or you have to do the thing, get the final smash? Hold Z? Wasn't it hold Z? Let the AI take the smash ball.
Snake. Samus. Ready, go!
No, it didn't work. I held R. It just didn't work. Let's see. Items. Smash ball. What? Oh.
Ready, go!
Assist trophy. Okay. Maybe you should get some sleep, yes? We'll just do that. This isn't worth it. This really isn't worth it. Okay, no, Samus is gonna get it. Okay. Good shot.
Samus took her clothes
Oh,
off.
Mei Ling is here too.
That's just her in the Zero Suit.
Beyond that bulky power suit, she's got a lot more agile. Bet if I took off all this heavy gear, I could catch her.
Yeah, you wish. Even without the power suit, all that training she did with the Chozo has made her a super athlete. I don't think a normal human could ever keep up. Just look at her.
I'm lost.
Salmon Snake sitting in the tree. Metalgear. Ing. Okay, so a couple more. Falco is a good one, people are saying. Metal Gear.
Ready, go!
Yeah, does Snake vs. Snake work?
Snake.
Copy, Snake. This is
What?
Who is this? What are you? Some
easy there, buddy. Just
I don't remember
hop on
this.
the wireless and give you a holler. Don't get mad.
hacked right into my channel, huh?
but I'm not here to mess nothing up. Don't worry. Just so you know, Falco uses a blaster and reflector that I designed, just like Fox does. But Falco will kick his reflector and send it flying around. Just showing off if you ask me.
No reason a weapon can't have more than one use. In fact, I'd say its versatility shows how well you designed it.
Hey, maybe so. I feel all fuzzy now. Thanks, Snake.
Maybe next time we meet, you can design me a weapon.
Isn't that nice? They could be friends. Kirby was apparently a good one. Then DDD, of course. Erasmus von D the Third. Oh, I forgot that there's gonna be like fucking 10 pages of art. That's good.
Snake. Kirby. Ready, go!
Robo Vinny needs oil. Robo Vinny is capable of making mistakes. Please try again later. Let's see how much art there is. Because I've been gone for like 3 days, 5 days.
Snake, watch out!
For what? That pink marshmallow?
That's Kirby, also known as Kirby from Dreamland. He's from another planet. In other words, an extraterrestrial. He's got a powerful stomach that lets him swallow and digest anything. And he also has a copy ability.
Oh,
that
it's a
allows him to
tolerable amount
mimic
of art.
opponents, steal their moves, and use those moves against them. On top of that, he has the power to fly around the stage. So once he's got you in his sights, there's no place to run.
Huh? Yeah, got it. I'll keep an eye out.
That's just... that just doesn't look... That just doesn't look... It just looks like he's hugging. Right? Like he's just putting a plush toy to bed. Killing with love. We gotta find out how King Dedede's name is pronounced.
Ready, go!
Look at the size of that hammer.
That's King Dedede you're fighting, Snake.
There you go.
DDD? You mean it's not a penguin, Colonel?
He's the king of Dreamland. Well, so he says anyway.
Are you sure he's not a penguin?
One full swing from that hammer can level an entire building. It may look like just a big wooden mallet, but it's actually outfitted with special mechanical systems like turbojets and precision bearings to boost its effectiveness.
I don't think I could even lift that thing. And he's swinging it around like it was nothing.
But he also leaves himself wide open. Just make sure you avoid the swing, Snake.
This is the best music. But is it a penguin? I just want to know, is it a penguin? Again, I will say that I'm not going to be able to do every one of these. I want to do a snake though, and find out if that's a thing. But definitely YouTube it. Captain Douglas J. Falcon. Alright, well, since you said his full name.
That kid, isn't that Ness?
Ness.
He may look like a mere boy, but don't let
Yeah, I don't
that
like
fool
this.
you.
That's not a good
He
sight.
has PSI abilities that defy all scientific explanation.
Just like Psycho Mantis.
Exactly. He can use teleportation, levitation, pyrokinesis, and psychokinesis.
Yeah, but the question is, can he read minds?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Good. Then I won't have to worry about him predicting my every move.
Even if he had telepathic powers, I don't think he'd use them to mess with you like that. I hear he's a good kid.
He's a good boy. Yeah, when you slow this game down a little bit and you're not doing like competitive craziness and you're like just, you know, everything's fast and like fight and you just kind of slow it down and you're just kind of like, hello. I guess we're doing a snake.
Ready, go!
Colonel, it's me. I'm fighting myself.
Snake, what's going on out there? Could it be? Has the Les Enfants Terribles project really come this far?
It's more than that. He's got my moves, my gear. It's like looking in a mirror.
Do you think they collected data on you and created another Snake?
He's got the same build, too. Creepy. But his sneaking suit is a different color, and his tactics are slightly different.
Interesting. So even if you're evenly matched in power, your fighting styles will make a big difference. You faced tougher odds in the past, Snake. Don't let this imposter beat you.
Also, then who's the real Snake? It's kind of insane how fucking powerful Snake is and how fast he is too. And Captain Douglas J. Falcon. What? I don't know what the middle name of Falcon is, but whatever. Last one. I'm sorry. Again, they're all on YouTube. You can check them all out. You probably just type Smash Brawl all codex. Snake codex.
Hey, that's Captain Falcon, isn't it?
Good eye, Snake. He's F-Zero pilot number 7.
You know, seeing Captain Falcon here reminds me, we should do that thing we've always wanted to try.
Oh, yeah, that thing. Good idea. Okay, ready? Go!
Falcon punch!
Falcon kick!
To think later on in the series they would be Rocket the Punch! Yeah, that was one of the best parts of this game. Okay, well I said Subspace was one of the best parts, so this can't also be one of the best parts. Or maybe it could be. But, yeah, I'm done. So you know where to find the rest of them. But I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. That was cool. Brawl was definitely a big game for me, and I loved it, and I still like it. I think Brawl is going to be remembered for a number of things. The Snake Codex, the Snake character being in the game, even though he's a little broken. Subspace Emissary. But, of course, I'll always remember it for my favorite part of the Smash series, tripping.